Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay, so I'm building a new forest. I want to build a new forest, so I've ordered a bunch of trees online. They're bare rooted trees. So I want to build a kind of a caved rock kind of formation in it. Um, I've also ordered a large pot to make this forest in. So hopefully it'll all come together. Sorry about the volume again and all that, the voiceover, because for some reason my mic didn't work again, even though I tested it before I started recording. It worked fine, but then it just didn't record again. So, okay, so I've got this piece of polystyrene and I've got some more bits of bark and stuff. So my plan is to carve out like a rock formation with a cave and that out of this, and then I'm going to cement it, cover it with cement, stick the bits of bark to it and stuff, and then I will cement over it again, and then we'll paint it. So I've roughly drawn out what I want to do, what bits I want to kind of carve out and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use just a knife with a serrated edge, and I'm just going to take it off a bit at a time, kind of work piece at a time with it. It's kind of good for polystyrene. It's kind of a high density one. I got it off a building site. I asked there was some lads working on a building site, and they had a load of it in a tray of their skip to get rid of. And I just asked them, could I get some of the offcuts, but they gave me a full sheet of it, so I was delighted. So I can just use it for doing projects like this. So you can see there what I've drawn roughly my layout. So I'm just going to start cutting into it and hacking away. At the front here on the left, I want to leave kind of a chunk sticking out so that I can plant a tree into that, and then I'm going to plant trees in behind the kind of cave and stuff as well at the back up high, and then I'll be planting some kind of all in front of it, building a kind of a like different heights to the forest basically. So yeah, the plan with this is obviously it's going to be a lot lighter, because I've built forests and added a lot of rocks to it and stuff, and they just adds more and more weight. So I'm just cutting bits out and then kind of snapping them out, and I'm just going to go around now and just keep doing that until I basically have the shape roughly that I want. Okay, I'll probably pause the video now and then come back when it's kind of all kind of roughly carved out. Okay, so I've roughly carved out the front of it. I'm kind of, I've got to get rid of a lot of this at the back. I don't want all this back. I only want to kind of narrow a bit at the top here. So, because all this is going to have trees planted in behind, up there. So, I'll have trees all at the front and that. So, the next thing I'm going to do is just roughly carve out the back. Again, you don't want any like straight edges. You want it kind of jaggedy and that, because you don't want it kind of just like in a straight line straight across. So try and keep it as natural as I can by carving it out. What I'll do is I'll cut down so far and then come up at an angle at the back. So kind of, I want to leave some at the bottom at the back, and again I'll just snap it out a piece at a time. I want to leave some at the bottom. One, it will help stabilize it when it's in the pot, and two, when I'm carving out the cave, it'll give me something to carve into. It'll also help because it will take up space in the pot, so I don't have to use so much soil. So again, I'm just breaking off a piece at a time. I'm just working it. Just keep going like that. Don't want to try and break off too much in one go, or else I may risk breaking off the front. That would be a bit of a disaster. I'd have to start again. Okay, so at the back here now, I'm just going to kind of carve this down a bit. I'm not too sure how much of this I'll keep. I might be carving it back a bit more. When I do cement it, I'll only cement the front. I won't cement the back, just in case when the pot comes I need to carve out another bit at the back to make it fit. But all that will be filled in with soil then, and trees planted in it. Okay, so this front bit here at the front on the left, I want to hollow out so that I can plant a tree in there. So that there's kind of 3 different heights of trees basically. So I'm just going to kind of hollow that out, make a hole all the way through it. Okay, so you can see now that's kind of got a hole all the way through. So let's take it out another little bit there. And just keep carving it back a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to carve out the cave. I don't want it just a kind of a big U. We'll try and give it a bit of character by, not just making it too uniform looking. Okay, so that's the cave kind of carved. I'm just going to do a bit of cleaning up now, get rid of some of this mess because it gets everywhere. Like that, I'll keep all the kind of bigger bits because we can use them again for other projects and stuff. But the smaller bits I'll just dump and get rid of all this other bits because it sticks to everything if you don't. Okay, so this side I'm kind of not too happy with. It's too uniform, so I'm going to take a bit more of this off on this side. Kind of matches the other side a bit too much at the moment. So there's not going to be a tree planted up here, so I'm just going to carve it right back. Again, taking it a bit at a time and just chopping it out. Okay, so we're starting to take shape now. Let's get a bit more out in the cave there, just the loose bits. Okay, now I'm just carving out a few little grooves and things. Now the top is very flat. I don't want the top this flat and straight. I know I can, when I cement it, I can create texture and depth, but we will do a bit of carving there. So I've just chopped it a bit just to give it a bit of rough kind of shaping, but it's still too straight. So I'm gonna take out a few bits here and there just to give it different heights. So I'm gonna start with this end. I'm going to take off a chunk off this end here, and then I'll take some out in the middle as well. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do now is just go over the whole thing with a blowtorch and just gently seal it in. It kind of gets rid of any loose bits and it kind of gives it a kind of sealed, kind of plasticky shell basically. Stops it all kind of continuously breaking off little bits. So I just did a little bit here inside, but then I said I better do the rest outside because the fumes can be quite bad. So just did a little bit and then take it outside and I'll do the rest. Okay, so now you can see it's all done. It's all ready for cementing now. It's all got a nice kind of sealed edge on it. So I'll just go, what I'll do now is I'll be going over it all with cement and then like that sticking on bits of bark and stuff here and there just to add kind of texture and things to it. And then when I'm doing the cement also I can add kind of bit of texture and stuff. These are just bits of bark that I have. And then I'll paint the whole thing and then hopefully the pot will like arrive and it'll fit nicely in the pot and the trees arrive and we can start creating our kind of penging basically of our forest with our cave in it. So you see I'm just going to stick bits of this bark here and there because it's nice textured bark, and then I'll put a thin coat of cement over it, and then when I paint it then it'll hopefully just look like rocks. Okay, so that's basically it for this video. the video will probably still play for a little while, but I will stop the voiceover. So don't forget to keep your eyes open for this second part of these videos. It'll probably be done tomorrow, so we'll start the cementing and stuff. It may even be done later this evening. I'll start the cementing and that, so keep your eye open for that. And as always, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.